All right, so Uncle Sam gave you the word that you are relocating here to Dayton, Ohio, the birthplace of aviation, coming to where it all started. We are, first of all, sincerely glad to have you coming to our community. We very much appreciate the work that you're going to be doing here at Wright Pat. My name is Trevor. I'm actually born and raised here in the area. I'm just a little bit further south than Dayton. I'll actually show you here on a map where I'm from. But I'm a local real estate agent and sales team leader here in Miamisburg is where I'm based out of. But just know that that's a suburb here in the Dayton area. In this video, I just want to give you a brief overview into what it's going to be looking like coming here to Dayton, Ohio. I want to also offer you some free resources for you to continue your research and due diligence on making that move here to Ohio. Please just know that at any point, I am here to sincerely serve you as you come to serve our community and our country. Please feel free to text the word YouTube to my cell phone number, 937-888-2099. Happy to help with just any questions. I am a resource for you. With that being said, I'm quickly going to be pulling up my screen here. I just want to go over some things with cost of living. I want to show you a free resource from the state of Ohio on the schools and how you can help do your due diligence as far as finding the right school system for you and your kiddos. And then also some things in regards to our property taxes here for Ohio, so that way you don't have any sneaky taxes that get caught up in. With that being said, I'm going to pull up my screen here. Give me just a minute. And I'm first going to be starting here with a map of the Dayton, Ohio area. If you can see here, I already have highlighted Wright Patterson Air Force Base. So this is the Dayton area, downtown Dayton area. So the base is on the northeast side of town. This vessel right here, I'm highlighting I-75, is this big highway that runs through Dayton all the way down to Cincinnati. And I'll zoom out here in a minute just to show you how it's all connected. But otherwise, there is this other bend as well that we call 675 here. And 675 actually connects all the way down through here at the bottom, into Centerville, all the way up past Beaver Creek and up to the base. A lot of the folks that are coming here to our area are going to be moving into this 675 belt. These are the closest communities to the base. However, just for some personal perspective, I live further down south here. If you follow 75 south, I actually live down here in the Mason area. But my stepdad, he commuted all the way from Mason up north to the base. It takes about 45 minutes to an hour, just depending on traffic. It is doable. So, if that's something that you are looking into as well, I'm happy to help you in that regard. But for today's video specifically, I'm just going to be diving into the Dayton, Ohio area because that's where most of the folks end up landing. So I'm going to stop sharing this screen here and move into another screen for you with another free resource. All right, so this is from payscale.com. This is just a free website that compares different costs of living. You'll see here that we're a little bit below the national average, well below as far as housing. So at the time of this recording in April 2025, average sales price in our Dayton, Ohio area was $280,000. It's of course going to be dependent upon what neighborhood you're moving into. I already plugged in here for you. If I was a betting man, I'm going to guess that you're coming from San Antonio, Texas. We have a lot of folks coming in and out of that area. You'll see that compared to San Antonio, at least this site is giving me that Dayton's going to be slightly higher as far as cost of living. I've never lived in San Antonio personally, so you will have to share with me your experience on whenever you make that transition. But overall, the housing is the biggest difference as far as cost savings and affordability goes. Just to show you some other statistics that this is pointing out. It's pointing out that $411,000 is our median home price. That's a bit on the higher end. My guess is that they're just running an automated system. I'm happy to show you what the scope of that actually looks like whenever you get here, or I'm happy to hop on a call and discuss that with you personally. I can also tell you, me personally, running a business, I have 3 phone lines that cost me about $106 a month with Verizon. So it just depends on how many people are you and your family. And then gas, this is pretty spot on for what our gas prices are right now at the time of this recording. It's about $3 a gallon. Median rent, again, just going to be dependent upon where you're living and what size home or apartment you're looking at. $1,252 is a decent number. You'll get, into most apartments around that number. If you're looking for a single family home, it is going to be a little bit higher than that. Again, I'm happy to discuss that with you in person or over the phone. Otherwise, food and groceries, all of this is pretty fair these days. But, at the time of this recording, things are a little bit crazy with the tariffs that are getting implemented. So some of these things may be subject to change, but that's why I always say text me, and I'm happy to discuss with you what this looks like in their current state. Now, since I carry my real estate license, I can't personally tell you that one school district is better than another. That's considered steering, and that's a big no-no in our business. But what I can tell you is that you can just Google Ohio school report cards, and you will find that the state of Ohio puts out deep due diligence and reports on each of our school systems. So for example, I just have pulled up the Centerville school system. I'm not saying that this is better or worse than any other school system. I'm just pointing this one out because this is one of the largest ones in our area. So you can see here that Ohio will put together data and reports and breakdowns on a lot of different key considerations. And then you can also see the enrollment size, the number of schools in the entire district. You can see the average salary for the teachers, how many years experience they have, and then all the different schools that are within the school district. So again, this is just a free resource. I am on reportcard.education.ohio.gov. But again, if you just Google State of Ohio school report cards, the whole site and platform will be made available to you. It is a public free resource. Again, I just can't tell you which one is best for you and your family. That is ultimately your choice. And then the last thing that I'm going to cover here in this specific video, it's just an intro, is I'm going to share with you a snapshot into our property taxes. So here in Ohio, property taxes are the main vehicle in which we fund our school systems. So I'm just pointing out this site. This is from DaytonDailyNews.com. This just has a breakdown of all the different property taxes dependent upon the municipality or the city that you're living in. So I'm not saying these are going to be 100% accurate, and it's always going to be dependent upon the specific house or neighborhood that you're living in, and I'm happy to help you navigate that. But I just want to point out this resource that can be made available to you. Again, I just Googled Dayton, Ohio property taxes, and this pops up pretty quickly. But this is just a breakdown into what the different property tax rates are and some anticipated annual property taxes. Again, most of those are going to be going to fund the schools. We will always look at what the property taxes are on any specific house that you're interested in. And those things are made available on the multiple listing service or things like Zillow or wherever you're looking for homes. They should be on there as well. But if you have any questions, I'm happy to help you with that. And with that being said, those were the things that I had available for you today. But please, again, use me as a free resource to help you in your upcoming move here to Dayton, Ohio. If you are interested in moving more towards the Cincinnati area and commuting up to the Wright Pat Air Force Base from Cincinnati, I'm happy to help you with what that looks like. Again, that's something that my family did. I live down in the Mason area, so I live right in between Cincinnati and Dayton. They are all connected. At this point, Cincinnati has kind of expanded, and we consider the Dayton and Cincinnati area one big family. So I'm happy to help you with neighborhoods down there. If you would like another video on just Cincinnati-specific neighborhoods, I'm happy to do that. But please feel free to reach out to me. Again, my cell phone number is 937-888-2099. I sincerely look forward to having you here in our area and connecting, and all the best. Talk soon. God bless.